I have the opportunity to speak today in support of Bill C51, the Anti-Terrorist Act 2015. This important and timely legislation, as if we have heard from many of our colleagues, fills important gaps in Canadian terrorist propaganda, terrorism propaganda material. The terrorist propaganda is terrorist propaganda. I would also like to mention that they are also terrorist propaganda. Terrorist propaganda, new concept of terrorist propaganda, such as terrorist propaganda material, terrorism offenses in general, terrorist propaganda material, radicalization, terrorist propaganda, see terrorism, terrorist threats and activities, terrorism offenses in general, terrorism offenses in general, terrorism offenses that I just mentioned, but terrorism offense. As we all know, this legislation has a number of measures in Parliament and is deemed harmful in Canada. The Anti-Terrorism Act 2015 proposes to declare war on Canada. These new tools are not complementary to the proposed new law. Quite frankly, what puzzles me, Mr. Speaker, is I don't know why I support these proposals and Bills C51. Bill C51 also proposes preemptive detention and expansive security and surveillance powers. The expanded powers are incompatibility with the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, the Canadian Anti-Terrorist Act, terrorist incident. Jihad terrorists are a favorable target of jihadists. The sky won't fall. As I said in my earlier remarks, these are measures that are going to make Canada harmful to Canadian society. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.